How's it going, everybody? The PlayStation Summer Sale is running from now until July 29th, and there's a ton of absolute bangers on sale for up to 90% off. Every day I put together lists of the top games you can get at a deep discount, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's video. Alright, with that out of the way, that's enough yapping from me, so let's get straight into it. For $10, 80% off, Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition is a celebrated JRPG following Yuri and friends as they navigate a richly detailed world dominated by the Empire and its powerful Blastia technology. As the paths of two childhood friends intertwine, you'll uncover conspiracies, face dangerous foes, and embark on an epic journey filled with heartfelt moments, political intrigue, and emotional twists that could change the world forever. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 175 hours to platinum. For $7, 75% off, Observer System Redux is a cyberpunk psychological horror game that casts you as neural detective Daniel Lazarski in the dystopian year 2084. Investigate a grimy Krakow apartment block using neural interrogations, Dream Eater mind dives, and redesigned stealth mechanics, while experiencing PS5 enhancements like 4K resolution and HDR lighting, and new side cases like Errant Signal for fearful symmetry and It Runs in the Family. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $10, 75% off, Oddworld Soulstorm Enhanced Edition follows Abe leading a revolution against a profiteering class enslaving his species, combining action platforming with choices that shape multiple endings across a massive 2.9D world. Choose brute force or stealth to survive impossible odds, scavenge ingredients to craft weapons for your followers, unlock hidden levels, and dive into the new Toby's Escape mode for an even more explosive experience. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $7, 70% off, Dungeons of Hinterberg is a charming action-adventure set in a stylized Australian Alps tourist town, where corporate burnout Louisa conquers mysterious dungeons filled with playful puzzles and magical twists, harnessing wind, conjuring a hoverboard, or freezing enemies in jelly. Explore stunning alpine scenery by day and forge friendships with locals and adventurers by night, growing stronger while enjoying the town's relaxed atmosphere. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $6, 75% off, Tinykin is an action-adventure platformer where Milo finds himself shrunk to ant size in a world frozen in 1991, teaming up with a mysterious Tinykin to navigate a sprawling, insect-populated metropolis. Use over 100 Tinykin with unique powers to create ladders, bridges, and explosions, explore cities built by ants and beetles, and collect upgrades to improve his bubble pack and complete the enigmatic Ridme machine. It's an 82 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $8, 87% off, Dragon Ball Xenoverse and Season Pass bundle lets you customize and train your own warrior to help Trunks fight new enemies and restore the series' original story, joining over 200 players in the Toki Toki City Hub to fight together or in tournaments. The Season Pass extends the experience with every DLC pack sold separately, adding playable characters, episodes and quests, masters and their quests, new stages, skills, costumes, and Z-Souls. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 100 hours to platinum. For $9, 75% off, Asterigos, Curse of the Stars is an action RPG set in Office, a city-state inspired by ancient Rome and classical Greece, full of magic and a dark curse waiting to be unraveled. Mix and match 6 weapon types, dual blades, spear, hammer, staff, magic bracelets, and more, while battling 60 monster types, 22 unique bosses, and uncovering the city's history through documents and Hilda's personal diary. It's a 70 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 60 hours to platinum. For $10, 50% off, Persona 3 Portable is a remastered, critically acclaimed RPG that redefined the Persona series, placing you in the shoes of a high school student who awakens a persona during the mysterious Dark Hour. Battle shadows, climb the towering dungeon of Tartarus, and uncover the truth behind this eerie, hidden time, while forming deep social bonds with unforgettable characters and navigating complex relationships. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 80 hours to platinum. For $8, 90% off, Code Vein Deluxe Edition is a dark action RPG in a post-apocalyptic world where you play as a revenant, granted powers at the cost of your memories, fighting amid ruins and deadly enemies. Explore atmospheric environments, engage in intense customizable combat, and team up with AI companions to face monstrous Lost, with this edition including the full game, season pass, alternate Mia set, and insatiable bloodthirst accessory set. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 75 hours to platinum. For $8, 60% off, Cat Quest 3 is a whimsical 2.5D open-world action RPG where you play a swashbuckling privateer exploring the pirate-themed Caribbean in search of the legendary Northern Star. Sail your ship across vibrant seas, battle hordes of pirates, and use a refined combat system with tight combos, weapon swapping, ferocious spells, and environmental interactions, all playable solo or in local co-op with friends. It's an 82 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $9, 60% off, Gravity Circuit is a flashy 2D action platformer that channels classic 80s and 90s console gameplay while injecting fast-paced, over-the-top combat. Take control of Kai, the last line of defense against the returning virus army, as you punch, grapple, and unleash powers across stages, rescue civilians, unlock abilities, and defeat bosses, while navigating platforming sequences and uncovering hidden secrets in each level. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $5, 65% off, Dicey Dungeons turns you into a giant walking dice, battling through an ever-changing dungeon to escape the whims of Lady Luck, now including the free Reunion DLC with 6 brand new episodes. Plays 6 wildly different classes, from warrior to witch, fighting dozens of quirky enemies, finding better loot, and balancing careful strategy against the unknown of a dice roll in this fast-paced, procedurally generated deck-building roguelike. It's an 82 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 35 hours to platinum. For $10, 25% off, Easy Delivery Co. is a relaxing driving game where you become a delivery driver in a once lively mountain town plagued with bad weather, making deliveries in your K-truck while uncovering the story of the town's definitely not mysterious residents. Take in the scenery or blitz through with road safety optional, buy drastically overpriced gas, get to know the locals, and vibe out to cool beats with simple controls and retro graphics. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $7, 50% off, Lushfoil Photography Sim lets you trek through recreations of beautiful locations worldwide, capturing vistas with a fully featured in-game camera while chasing objectives and hidden secrets across an ethereal soundtrack. Fine-tune settings like focus, exposure, aperture, and burst shot, manipulate light angles, fog, snow, and rain for the perfect shot, and unlock cameras like a first-person drone or hidden rowboat for unique perspectives. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $7, 75% off, Tchia is a vibrant open-world adventure where you explore a tropical archipelago to rescue your father from the tyrant Mayavora, climbing, gliding, and sailing through lush islands. Take control of animals and objects with Tchia's soul-jumping ability, solve physics-based puzzles, tackle combat encounters against fabric soldiers, and customize your boat and outfits while uncovering mystical totems and totem shrine challenges. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $6, 60% off, OXTO sends you into an inexplicable mansion in search of your lost love, cutting through unique areas with a massive variety of guns and abilities while using the slow-mo focus mechanic to dodge bullets and face your inner demons. Battle through 8 areas built from over 150 handcrafted rooms randomized every run, unlock weapons and abilities from an enigmatic bartender, and adapt to enemies that turn the tide of combat. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 30 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $10, 50% off, Virgo vs. the Zodiac is a sci-fi fantasy JRPG casting you as Virgo, the Holy Queen, on a cosmic quest to bring back the Golden Age of Peace by forcing the Zodiac realms to conform to her worldview. Master a turn-based combat system built on timed blocks, counters, and predicting foes' moves across uniquely designed fights with no random encounters, explore multiple endings and Zodiac backstories, and even ride alpacas along the way. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $6, 35% off, Islanders New Shores is a minimalist city builder where you build colorful settlements across procedurally generated islands, mixing peaceful creativity with puzzle-like strategy across 50 levels, 6 biomes, and 44 building types. You balance efficiency, scoring, and aesthetics to craft unique landscapes, with sandbox mode for freeform play, photo mode with filters and a rotating camera, tactical boons, and an original soundtrack. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $8, 60% off, Thumper is a brutal rhythm action game where players control a space beetle racing through a hellish void at blistering speeds while confronting a terrifying giant head from the future. Smash through punishing obstacles, master precise controls, and survive intense boss battles as every movement syncs with a pounding soundtrack, creating a chaotic, immersive, and adrenaline-filled experience playable in both 2D and VR. It's an 84 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $6, 60% off, Headliner NoviNews puts you in control of the news, stamping articles green to approve or red to reject as you decide whether to endorse healthcare reform, demonize an investor's product, or back a government amid rising tensions with a neighboring country. Emerge onto the streets of Novistan after work to see the consequences of your choices unfold, whether that's graffiti and riots or a peaceful utopia watched over by cameras and drones. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $10, 84% off, Dragon Ball FighterZ is a fast, flashy 3v3 fighting game that perfectly captures the explosive battles and iconic characters of the Dragon Ball universe with incredible authenticity and non-stop visual flair. Blending stunning anime-style visuals with easy-to-learn but hard-to-master mechanics, it lets you build dream teams, pull off high-speed tag combos, and battle across competitive ranked play, casual lobbies, and party matches. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 70 hours to platinum. For $6, 85% off, Control Ultimate Edition combines the base game with all expansions, including the Foundation and AWE, delivering a complete, visually stunning experience. Step into the Federal Bureau of Control, where a corrupted presence threatens reality itself, and wield telekinetic powers alongside transforming weaponry to annihilate enemies, manipulate environments, and uncover dark secrets throughout unpredictable levels. It's an 85 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $6, 50% off, Sayonara Wild Hearts is an action game where you ride motorcycles, skate, and engage in fast-paced combat while chasing high scores, performing stunts, and breaking hearts at 200 miles an hour. As the heart of a young woman shatters, the balance of the universe is disturbed, and a diamond butterfly guides her through a surreal highway in the sky to confront her masked alter ego, the Fool, while mastering each rhythm-based challenge. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $7, 70% off, Void Terrarium is a roguelike adventure where you control a scrapped janitorial robot trying to keep a defenseless human girl alive in a post-apocalyptic world filled with ruins, hazards, and remnants of humanity. Explore procedurally generated wasteland levels, gather food, medicine, and crafting materials, and confront hostile creatures and rogue robots while managing the girl's health, upgrading equipment, and making strategic decisions. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $8, 65% off, Vernal Edge is a pixel art Metroidvania where you play Vernal, a young woman seeking her estranged father across the floating islands of Haricot while confronting the Church of Aloe. Explore towns and dungeons, master fast-paced combat with combos and spells, and unlock new abilities while piloting your aircraft to traverse islands freely and uncover secrets, puzzles, hidden lore, and ancient mysteries across the kingdom. It's an 88 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is, if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sale stuff that I put out, leave a like, and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.